So I'm here in Sarasota, Florida for my second Fiddler on Spotlight on Florida Fiddlers. I got Tyler Nall here, and Holly Foss is on the guitar, backing him up.
Yes, sir.
So what was that first tune you played?
That was Shear Em.
And where'd you get that from?
That version is based on a Florida field recording from Kenansville, Florida, which I believe the name of the band was the Heart H Ranch Boys.
Okay.
Like an actual cowboy string band from over there in Kenansville.
It's a really, really nice tune. So why'd you pick that tune to play? Why is that a good tune in your repertoire?
Well, I think could pretty definitively be called a Florida tune.
Yeah.
There's not, I don't think, in my research, I haven't found very many tunes that really stick out as a real, like, Florida tune.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably the biggest reason why it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a really nice one. Sounded really good.
And there's quite a few different versions of that. Like, there's the Scottdale String Band version, and they were from Atlanta. And theirs is a little different, and I recently found a string band from Mississippi who did it. They called it, I think they called it Bobby Shear the Sheep.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. So it was I feel like it was a pretty common Deep South tune back in the 20s and 30s.
So how'd you get into playing the fiddle? How'd you start out playing the fiddle?
By accident. Well, I've just always liked the fiddle. It's always just been one of my favorite instruments, and so then I just found one cheap at a pawn shop when I was probably 18, and just kind of went from there.
Do you remember the first tune you learned?
It's probably Angelina Baker, I think.
Yeah.
Or
Nice.
maybe Shortened Bread. Probably Angelina Baker. It's probably the first one I started playing.
Nice. And so how long have you been playing the fiddle for?
Seriously, I guess about 5 or 6 years now.
Wow.
But I guess altogether it'd be about 9 years.
Wow. And do you play any other instruments besides the fiddle?
Guitar and banjo and all of those ones.
Okay, nice.
Bass, things with strings.
Nice. Do you want to play another tune?
Sure. Let's do Engineer on the Mogul.
Before we get started here, could you tell us a little about this tune?
Sure. This one comes from John Carson from Atlanta. He was one of my favorite fiddle players, and he's the only one he recorded this song twice throughout his career, but it's just a good old-fashioned G tune.
Yeah, nice.
I don't really know too much about it, but he recorded it twice. One time he called it Engineer on the Mogul. Then the next time he called it The Hawk and the Buzzard.
Okay. Nice.
But, yeah, I guess we'll pull that one.
Okay.
Local dirt bike gang.
So tell me about your style, and tell me what you like to call greasy fiddling. What is that all about?
Well, I don't know. I think that's kind of just a word that I use. I don't think that that's a very technical term.
Yeah,
by any
yeah.
means. But
Can you show us an example of the fiddle, like what that means?
Well,
what you would mean by that?
I guess there's a lot of the times when I fiddle, I generally only use my pinky down on the high E string. So for like the A notes on your D string, I just slide into them, or same with the A or the E note up here. And just kind of, I don't know, I guess it's a little more, and that's why I call it greasy, because instead of, I guess, like using your pinky, I can't even do it.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's just not how I play.
Yeah.
But just kind of, I guess, more just like sliding into notes and sliding out of them. And
It definitely sounds really cool.
I try and just emulate a lot of the old Georgia fiddle players. A lot of that stuff was my favorite.
What do you like about the Georgia style?
Well, real hard driving. All of the majority of the tunes that were recorded by the Skillet Lickers and Earl Johnson, they're all pretty fast and just good old good hard driving, good time, fun fiddle music.
Nice. Well, you mind playing one more tune?
Sure. Let's do. I guess we'll try Kennesaw Mountain Rag, another Georgia number.
Tell me about that tune.
That's I guess that particular version would come from I think it was Low Stokes playing fiddle on on a 7-foot dilly recording. 7-foot dilly and his Dill Pickles.
Yeah.
We're also a North Georgia recording act.
Nice.
And it's just got a I guess it's just the Georgia version of Cumberland Gap, really.
Okay.
Which it's pretty similar to that. I guess different areas can maybe do it as a 3-part tune almost.
Yeah, it sounded really good.
That's one of my favorites, I think.
Yeah, very nice. All those tunes you played were great. So tell me about your band, your Stillhouse Shakers.
Stillhouse Shakers. It's a 3-piece old-time string band. We've been together for, I guess we're going to go on 6 years now. And, Holly plays guitar mostly, and me and Camden switch. Camden Pugh plays banjo mostly, but he also does a lot of fiddling, and I'll play banjo when he fiddles. And switch it off, keep things fresh and interesting.
And where do you play mostly?
All over the greater Tampa Bay area. We regularly play down here in Sarasota at Owen's Fish Camp, which is a nice southern style restaurant.
Nice.
And anywhere that'll have us.
Yes, exactly. So, well, thank you for having me over at your house here in Sarasota.
Thank you for coming.
And of course, I'll have the interview on the Florida State Fiddlers Association page. So I'll have some links on there. How can people find you, your band, to get more information about you?
Quick Google search of the Stillhouse Shakers. That's Still Like a Moonshine Still.
Yeah.
Will lead you to our Facebook, where we post all of our dates, and you can find our music available online for digital downloads. But that's probably the easiest way. Just a quick Google search.
Well, thanks again, guys, for having me here.
Thank you, Mark.
And we'll see you later.
So many dirt bikes.
On a Monday, too.
On a Monday.